Well, hello, everybody. It's Chris Angel coming at you for another episode of Connect, Share, Prosper with Chaz Wilson, your host. Chaz, here we go.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's a little pause there. I wasn't sure if so.
I just wanted to throw you off and see what you do.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know if the internet stuttered or what, right? So, listen, we're going to talk about how to maximize your membership in Master Networks. It's like, well, how do I maximize my membership if I'm a member of a gym? Well, first of all, I got to show up, right? You got to be present.
Yeah.
As you said before in a previous episode, not be present, but be present, right?
Yeah.
So I've got to show up. That's first and foremost. You got to be present. You got to be there on a regular basis. But there's a couple of little things that I think people fail to really understand about how to maximize your full membership.
Right.
One thing I want to mention is all the training and development, plug into that on a consistent basis. The university, events that we do, Connect, all of that, be in proximity to those things. You're going to just grow. I promise that. But the second is face-to-face meetings.
Mm-hmm.
I have been studying, I'm a study of this, an observer of this, of the top people in our organization. What I mean top is they've seen the largest increase in their business. They also have high affiliate rewards. They're in leadership. They're becoming known throughout the country, which is an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Right. That's a really powerful piece. So people are moving all the time. And if you're in a big metroplex, something like we are in Dallas, guess what? Those members are going to know people moving here. And when they need the service, they should think of you. So it's their ability to do face-to-face meetings on a regular basis. That has really been the magic, and scheduling them regularly. I will tell you, there's a couple of chapters that do this phenomenally. So Chris, I don't know about your chapter or others who are listening, but our chapter president, Savannah, does a phenomenal job of leading by example and reaching out to people all the time and saying, hey, our chapter's at 9:30. Would you like to meet at 8 for a face-to-face meeting? And then who can meet me afterwards? So yes, it takes up the first half of her day, one day a week, and she's averaging 2 to 3 face-to-face meetings every week. Think about how connected she is now to the people in her chapter. Right.
I think we had our Master Network chapter today, and one of the things that came up from one of our members was, hey, I really enjoyed these groups, and as I've met with a couple of you outside of the chapter, I realized I really want to meet with the rest of you. There was a lot of value for him in the face-to-face, and you can just see everybody's kind of nodding oh yeah, I need to do more of that. I think that's powerful.
Yep. I mean, I can tell you stories, just incredible stories of people who, I recently heard one, and I don't know all the details. I'm still learning about it, but somebody did a face-to-face meeting, and I guess I don't know the entire thing, but I don't know. I don't remember if it was a kidney or something like this that their spouse or brother was in need of. And I don't know how it all connected, but it sounds like somewhere along the line, somebody's donating an organ or something like this face-to-face meeting.
Wow.
Crazy. The power of meeting with people face-to-face.
Yeah.
There's just nothing that replaces it. And so if you're going to these networking groups and you're paying a membership and you think I show up 1 hour a week to this meeting and I'm not getting any business, I'm telling you, you're not going to. You're getting very little.
Yeah.
The power is in meeting with people before, after, during the week, and having face-to-face connections.
Yeah.
That's where they'll really get to know you. Think about the power there.
So there's 2 questions I want to ask. The first is, what is the biggest excuse or story or reason people have for not doing them? And then 2, what is a great way to do them, to conduct a face-to-face?
Great question. So I think the reason why most people don't do them is they're not intentional, they're not purposeful, they don't plan it on their calendar. And that's why I think the easiest thing to do is, what I love about the example, and there's many others that do it. Savannah's not just the only one. And I know she listens to this podcast, so I'm kind of giving her a huge shout out because she is.
Yeah. Good job, Savannah.
Yeah, she's a promoter of this podcast, so love it. But she and many others, Jason Barden here locally, he does a great job. There's a handful of others. The way they look at their chapter meeting is this. Again, it's an early morning meeting. So I can either do before or after, and I just plan half the day that week. And I just do before and after, or 2 after my meeting, or 3 after my meeting, whatever it might be. Or another time during the week where I plan 2 to 3 meetings that are on my calendar. And I just look every week, who's going to fill those 3 spots next week. I'll tell you what Jason has done, Jason Barden, who I think there's magic in this. I think it's brilliant. And I'll tell you, I don't know. I mean, there's other people that probably do it, but I don't know of many others. Is we only look at the members that we do face-to-faces with. I'll tell you what he does when a guest shows up, he goes and schedules a face-to-face meeting with them.
Wow.
Because he can probably close them into joining his Master Networks forum. And everyone's sort of bypassing the member. Would you like it? Let's go connect. And it's brilliant.
Yeah.
So that's the key to me. That's the key, is just connecting with those guests, the members, and be intentional and purposeful to put it on your calendar.
Yeah, it's so good. I love it. So maximizing your membership comes down to not only the training, development, all the stuff that you can do inside of the chapter and the training, but like the face-to-faces. Like face-to-face is where the relationship, I mean, look, a chapter is about relationships.
Yes.
It's not about the meeting. It's about the people in the meeting. That's what makes that thing work.
Every time.
So your face-to-faces are what takes that to the next level.
Yeah, and I just don't think people do it enough. And then when they're there, you can use other tips we've talked about in the past, a face-to-face stack, right? And where I can stack people back to back and then introduce them to each other. That's if they don't know each other, that's a great way to add value. Yeah. And then using the bond method that we teach on a regular basis to connect with these people and really learn how to build on a common interest and ultimately develop opportunities.
Yeah. Yeah. Bond is what I was thinking in my head, like absolutely learn bond and do that at your face-to-faces.
For sure.
Love it, Chess. Thanks. If people want to learn more about how to join Master Networks or start their own chapter, where can they go?
Yeah, come visit us at masternetworks.com. You can find a chapter, join a chapter, start a chapter. We have a team here dedicated to helping you in any of those steps that you want to take. Come join the Master Networks movement.
I love it. Thanks, Chess.
Be well.